All right, welcome to another episode of Beyond the Gates. We've been lucky enough to be invited to Warragul to the Gippsland Harness Training Centre, where I'm joined by manager Jenni Lewis. Thanks for having us along, Jenni.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thanks for coming.
Oh, joy. It's a fantastic setup you guys have got here. Can you just take us through some of the background? It's been here for some time.
Sure, yeah, it's the building's owned by the Warragul Light Harness Club, and it's been here for 20 years, so this school's been going for quite a long time now. Originally, Des Hughes had it and thought that he wanted to make a place where people that didn't have family background could come and learn and become involved in the industry. So it's really grown from there.
Has it always been formal now? It is aligned with the college. Has that just been a slow development, or has it always been the case?
Yeah, it's always been the case, not with Community College Gippsland
Right.
all the time though. It actually started with the University of Melbourne, so we were under the auspices of them until they decided to focus on the university degrees, so that's when the Community College came on board.
Yeah, great. I mean, it obviously plays an important role. This is something we need in the sport for sure, and it's great to see perhaps some of our next champions just going through their actions. Well, what is a week like at the centre for these students?
Yeah, well, what a lot of people don't realise is that these students aren't already out in the workplace. A lot of them have never had anything to do with harness racing or even heard of it before, but they come here because we all love horses and they just start to learn to work with the standardbreds and get a love for the industry from there. The day includes coming in at 7:30 every morning. They work with these horses, they train them all, they learn how to drive, they do everything that the horse needs, or the care and welfare of the horse every day. After that, we all go into our classroom and then we do our written work and the assignments and that kind of thing that goes on with the accredited course that they do. So it's not just working in the stable, working with the horses. On top of that, they have to do their work for their course as well.
Yeah, right, and do the theory as well, which obviously
Yes.
can sometimes be overlooked, but
Yeah.
that is great. And they're often, these students' background, it's often that they're horse lovers or something along those lines, but putting that actually into a life application, I suppose this is the opportunity to push them towards that harness racing.
Yeah, that's right. Well, a lot, like I said, just come because they love horses.
Yeah.
A lot of students have come from high school, so they come in through the Vet in Schools program in VCAL. So they come in, they love horses, and then they gradually, as they work with this breed, they learn to love the harness racing industry and then they want to make a career out of that.
And the standardbred is no doubt, it's a great breed, isn't it, to get these students so they can be hands-on and things along those lines?
It really is, especially for some students who've never handled a horse before, but they just want to learn how to do it. So the breed's the best to get them to get their confidence. You don't have to worry as much with that sort of flight and response that horses can have, especially horses in training for racing. So they are great. They get their confidence with the school horses that we have here. We have all sorts of level of horses, so it's not just the really basic schoolmasters. We have young horses, older horses, we have breakers, all that kind of thing. So all the way through from the paddock right to the racetrack. So these students work with these horses all the way through.
Yeah, great. And we do have participating horses, don't we, that you guys take care of and prepare for race day?
Yep, absolutely. So we've got 7 horses in work at the moment. 5 of them are racing and 2 still sort of getting there in their education.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That must be great results then for the students to see their horse on the track and on the TV and all the rest of it, and to
Yeah.
see that turnover, and then I guess that brings into more focus that there is a career at the end of all this, I suppose.
That's right, and we've had great help from the stewards that come because we're actually on the racetrack itself, so we don't have to go anywhere particularly. We do go outside and race elsewhere as well, but it's great being actually on the track. So we have the industry come to us a lot of the time, which is terrific. So we had a lot of help from the stewards. Our students get to go with the vets in the stewards room, they get to go with the broadcaster, they've been terrific. All the administrative side, a lot of our students learn how to be track attendants and that as well, mobile driving, starting, all that. So really it opens up all the careers that are available for them.
Yeah,
here.
brilliant. And we're seeing the results of it just recently, of course. HRV's got the internship program, we see Michelle Phillips come through, Montana Mixed Day is going through at the moment. It's been great to see those guys come through. Michelle, of course, now based with Andy Gath, which must bring you a lot of delight to see these students kicking on.
I'm so proud of them, I really am, and they're the two girls that are sort of in the limelight from here at the moment, but we've had plenty of students, past and present, that are just making their way in the industry as stable hands or, trial drivers, trying to get some trial drives, or they've just got their trainer's licenses, kind of thing. So they're sort of the quiet achievers in the background, but really that backbone of the industry that you don't hear a lot about, but they're so important to us.
So in the case of these students at the moment, do they go through several years of training, or is it 12 months of training? And I presume they're getting probably towards the end of the calendar year, obviously, so they're probably, some of them are ready to graduate and ready for employment. Yes,
that's right. So we've got, depending on what course they're doing, so Certificate 2 runs for 6 months full time.
Yep.
Certificate 3 is 12 months and Certificate 4 is another 12 months on top of that. So we have the stable hand certificate is the first one, advanced stable hand onto the racehorse trainer, which is Certificate 4, and then also the harness race driver, which again is another that runs for 18 months because of course it takes a lot longer to build those skills. Also, just when these students, they might be finished their qualification, but they're really just going out into the industry. So we can try and give them as much experience and knowledge as we can here, but then they really go out in the industry, and that's where they really learn the craft after that for participants that take our students on.
So if there's a student that would like more information, or if there's actually a participant who would like to get one of these students into their stables and actually put them to work, what should they do?
Yeah, well, for students or people who are interested in maybe coming and doing a course, we have our Facebook page is Gippsland Harness Training Centre, or they can look up ccg.asn.au on our website. Or for people who are interested in taking someone on, or even having someone just for a week to see how they go, they can give me a call on 0400 525 422.
Well, thanks for joining us for another edition of Beyond the Gates. Of course, it's been great to meet Jenni and the team out here at Gippsland Harness Training Centre, and stay tuned as we bring you into more stables.
Mickey is heading down to the line. Always be Mickey in